All right, and we are live. Hey, everybody, it's Jason Blaha here, just sitting here drinking my morning coffee, looking sexy as hell as usual. Be a max effort bench press day. I don't even know what lift I'm going to do. I don't even know yet. I haven't decided. And yeah, so we'll get that done here shortly. To chat with you lovely people for just a little bit before we get ready to go do that and get caffeinated, get coffee-fied. All right. And get those likes going, get those comments going. A reminder for everyone chiming in after the fact, please like, please subscribe to my channel. Comment down below the video, even if you come in after the fact. And it would be greatly appreciated. It would be greatly appreciated. So, and it's a lovely Monday morning. And what's the temperature like outside? I haven't even checked yet. Probably going to be warm. Right? Yeah, it's warm. Definitely warm. So I probably won't sit here too long on the coffee chat. So we should probably get this rolling, get some people with some comments and things to say. But yeah, I'm still debating on what I want to do. I definitely have assessed, and I don't feel like the dips are doing great for my shoulders as a supplemental lift. So we're going to go back to just lots of barbell pressing. So flat and incline close report. What's up, Peppermint? How you doing? Did you give me a like already? Yeah, appreciate it. There we go. Got a couple likes in here. Yeah, max effort bench. But I feel like going back to the others, just the barbell work, it worked great when I did close grip before during the last conjugate phase. So should be fine. And I want to like dips. It's that case of dips are such a great exercise. And it's like I tell people, I have a love-hate relationship with them. They're such a great exercise, but sometimes they're just so problematic. Like even for me, I feel like it's definitely not helping my shoulders at all. Even though the chest stimulus is phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal. But yeah. But I do really well on the other stuff too, and I was doing the system last time. So I don't know if I'm going to do a pen press today, if I'm going to do a light band or a light chain, right? I don't know yet. Might even do heavy chains. Might even do that. And then we'll rep out a bunch of close grip, flat, and incline. My legs shoot back during dips. What do you mean shoot back? They should be behind you. I mean, that's normal. I don't know what you mean. Your legs shoot back. Hips extend. Yep, I appreciate it, Peppermint. Well, it's kind of like I have a pretty big quantity of videos done. And so I'm like, let me just kick a bunch out. It's the end of the month, so I'm like, let me just kick the numbers way up and see what it does for the weekend. Get some views. Also keep in mind when they get backlog, I don't just upload them here. It goes to Facebook. Sorry, my eyes itching a little bit. It goes to Facebook also, not just YouTube. So again, double downing on that. But yeah, throughout this week, there's not going to be as many lives. They're just going to be coffee chats. So for this whole week, I am unlikely to jump in the evening and do one. I could just make more informative videos at that same time. I was doing some light cardio walking with around a heavy backpack and listening to your stuff. Yeah, I mean, I put out a lot of videos this weekend, and I hit a lot of varied topics. That was intentional. Everything from the safety of 1-rep maxes and all that. I want to rid myself of the boobs, lose some body fat. Lose some body fat, unless you mean gyno, in which case there's drugs. Hey, Jason, did you see that Alex discovered bicep curls and did a 20-minute video on it? No, I did not. Did he wear straps for him? Or did he invent the bicep curl? So Brother Hassan, just lose some body fat then. High protein, calorie deficit, lift some weights, burn the fat off. Yeah. Yeah, man. Well, I want to congratulate Alex Leonidas for discovering the bicep curl. He's the inventor. Yeah, I mean, he invented all these things, dude, right? You know, influencers do that. They like to take things that we've known of for 50 years, 100 years, and they slap a new name on it and call it theirs. They love to do that, like main gaining. For the past 50 years, we've just been calling it recomposition, you know. But yeah. Have I ever dabbled in lifting? I used to do acid guys. No, I didn't really dabble in Olympic lifting. I mean, I'm not saying I've never done a few cleans or whatever. Can't be the same guy. Peppermint's talking about Alex. Yeah, can't be the same guy who's in my comments every day. You'd be incorporating Jefferson rack pulls. You're going to incorporate Jefferson Pinor pulls with a strap. All right. Isn't that called the Alpha Destiny pull? That's right, man. Hit that like button, guys. How many of you are commenting? A bunch of people commenting. We only have 2 likes. Hit that like button for Daddy. Come on now. Jump and hit the likes. You know you want to. It's what we need. It's what we need. There we go. Give me another one. Give me another couple more likes. Will be good. Because, yeah, I probably can't run this one super, super long. I do got to go train. Like to train here in the near future. Get my lift on. Yeah. Still going to need a week off from the dips, I think. Hopefully everything feels good. Well, it's going to be max effort bench today. It's Monday. Peppermint. Hey, Coach. We'll have to have a video call tonight. I'm very happy, Ulysses. Are you the guy who messaged me to get a call already and paid for it? Hold on, let me see. I actually do have a video call. Except that guy's name is Diego. Oh, okay, cool. Oh, that's cool. Actual person in the stream really is the one that time. Yeah, no, we'll definitely get our call in tonight. Just a reminder of that, guys. Those I do a lot of those calls, and they're really beneficial to people, the 1 hour calls. So just a reminder, you get a lot out of those. I have never had anyone do the $100 an hour calls who wasn't happy with the info and help they got. And I've done probably 200 of them over the years. Maybe if not 200, then definitely over 100. In your opinion, Jason, does heavy full range of motion ever press contribute to shoulder arthritis, shoulder lifters? No, I don't think that it does. All right. I don't think that it does. Peppermint, I'm doing bench too, but it will be heavy work, sets, close grip, followed by some lighter reverse grip stuff. All right, cool, Peppermint. Feel like with Olympic lifts, a form of conjugate setup works well one day of some max volume, another where you touch heavier weights. There is conjugate for Olympic lifting. They developed some stuff for that at Westside, even up to and including using bands, light bands on cleans and snatches. And I'm dead serious. I know it's cray. Oh. Speaking of which, it might be what I do. I might do some banded. I did close grip. I don't want to do many bands now because I'm just rotating back to the conjugate stuff. I got to be careful with going crazy with bands. I need to build 2 bands. All right. They're a totally different beast. People who've never used them don't understand. They have no idea what we're talking about. Right. You got to get used to conjugate in general before you start slapping bands on everything. So like Olympic lifts, a form of yeah. Ever experimented? No, I've never done weight releases. Honestly, given the data we have more and more on eccentrics now, I don't know that I really would. I have full sets of rogue bands. I have a ridiculous number of rogue bands. Both Obviously the monsters and then the little minis, because I have the minis for the bench press. That's how we do it. Yeah. Benching against bands, though, on a max is a crazy. Again, anyone who's done it understands. People are not realizing how hard it is. I'll see someone throw some 50-pound bands over a bench. You're like, oh, what's the big deal? Like I found I can't even do more than a max. So what I mean is, how do I put this? Like if your max is a 350 bench, it doesn't work like change where people are like, oh, okay, well, you should be able to lock out more at the top. You're probably not. I can't. So if my max bench, for example, was 350 and I put 50 pounds of bands on it, 300 is insanely hard. So again, people who've never trained with bands don't understand that. They're like, that doesn't even make sense until they throw 50 pounds of bands on a bench press or 100 pounds on a squat or a deadlift. And then they're like, oh my God, okay, never mind. I take that back, right? Because you'll do that, and then someone says, "Oh, so really that was just a 300-pound bench," and it's like, no, not even close. It's the deceleration curve. It's a deceleration curve. So that's what I found with bands on benching. Like literally, whatever your peak lockout is with the bands against the bench, you're going to struggle to pass your 1 rep max with straight weight with that. If you do, you got to be really, really, really fast. Like if your lockouts are slow, you're going to have problems. Does pausing on the chest negate the effect of the bands? No. Again, the deceleration and jerk. So what you actually find with heavy bands, if you even go too slow, you'll miss the lockout and the bar will slam you in the chest. What rep range did you do for good mornings and what day, max effort or dynamic? I like both. I like 10 to 20 reps on a dynamic day for them. You can do some heavy supplemental work on max effort day. You can max on good mornings. Hey, James, you've seen me max on 3 different bars on a good morning, right? In the past. And I just did a 500-pound now that I did my first heavy good morning again. This last week, I did a 500-pound good morning for max effort for 1 rep. Yeah. Have you gotten more compliments? Yeah, definitely. I've had some issues with getting a lot of my new content up. I've had some problems with my photographer, just scheduling and stuff in their personal life. So I've only been adding my pay-per-view stuff. So it's gone slow. It's super slow. But I mean, everything I send out gets a ton of compliments. Yeah. I get a lot of compliments. Like people have been happy with their purchases. And Tactical Black Guy says, "Sir, you're one of the coolest gentlemen I know. Thanks for all the info over the years. Hey, man, appreciate it, dude. Appreciate it, dude." And that's totally a cool, different name. That's been an interesting. I mean, I don't want to jump into a sidetrack thing there, by the way, with tactical stuff. Yeah, I do an OnlyFans. It's a side gig, man. I don't have any issues with it. You know, I'm packing for a white dude, so might as well. But no, I mean that's the funny thing. I mean, with the name, when you look at the whole tactical community, like this has become a real thing now, to where you now see it's not a middle-aged white dude thing anymore, and it's kind of cool when you get out and you see a lot of shooting and stuff. It's like it's become really mainstream. Like you see everybody, you know, pretty much see everybody at the range where they are. As like the last 10 years. Just saying, it's kind of cool cultural phenomenon. Which I mean, I'm all for, dude. Like I'm all for. I think everybody should practice their basic rights. Every single citizen. Good morning, Coach. Judson Forrest popping it. Yeah, I'm doing pretty good. I mean, I'm not carved up yet, so I'm a little flat. All the pressing work and curls are paying off slowly but surely. And like I said, what I'm going to do, because I'm chilling with some of the cardio now for a bit. I just need to get thicker and stronger and leaner. I may add a second curl day in. So some weeks, I think if my schedule allows, I'll get up and do a second bicep day on Saturday. Otherwise, I'll do my 5 days with 4 conjugates and then a bicep day in the middle of the week. All the pressing work. Yep, coming along, man. It's coming along. Also, could you guys click that like button? Daddy needs some more likes, man. We got 5 in here. There's 22 watching, like 7 people commenting. Hit that like button. Come on now. All right. Come on now. Hit the like button for Daddy. Man, my coffee has runneth empty. It has runneth empty. So I'm still torn. I don't know yet. Am I going to do a pen press or am I going to do a band bench? Every like draws another 6 or 7 people. He's right. So get those likes up. I'm 49. Top 5 exercises you'd recommend for maintaining muscles at age. Keep in mind safety and longevity. Yeah, you're a year older than me. I am 48. Honestly, I still like the big 3: squat, bench, deadlift. Although I'm going to say as we get older, I'm going back to my old statement: closed grip bench. Closed grip bench. I think you need some sort of pull up or chin up, right? I think you need a pull up or chin up of some type. Again, you got tactical in your name, so don't tell me you can't do some chins. I don't want to hear it. You have to do a reverse band until you get leaner. So big 3, pull up or chin up. And then, I mean, anything will work for the 5th, wherever you're really weakest at. A curl if you need more biceps. I almost like the idea of a tricep extension or a pull over there. Pull-ups over rows. Man, I like both, but he's asking me to pick one. I think overall, more rows, more of your volume should be rows if you care the most about shoulder health. All right, that's my opinion. But I do think you should do both, Eric. So example for me, like if you look last week, I think I did about 12 sets of rows of 2 different types, but I did 3 sets of weighted chins. You know, brother Hassan, best method for fat loss. I already told you, man. Calorie deficit, lots of protein. Lots of protein. Love more says, got you, Jason. Been a follower for 8 years. Appreciate it, bro. I appreciate it. Yeah, we got everybody in here today. Got love more Hinduism. And I got a crazy diverse audience today. All good though. Coach, you ever plan on doing neutral grip chins? I don't like them anymore. I mean, I have a bar. So if you notice that middle bar in my rack, go look at my rack. I have the multi-grip bar right in the middle. Have you ever tried a strict curl max? Like, you mean the strict curl competition? No, not really. Face pulls is a waste of doing pin lays. No, I don't know about that, Eric. No, face pulls can still be useful. I think particularly with bands, man, band face pulls. Blaha fans come from all walks of life, just guys and girls who love fitness, getting stronger. I mean, true, Peppermint, you want a list of what countries I have clients in right now? Obviously, the U.S. is my biggest. I have Canada, Mexico, UK, Netherlands, Germany, Singapore, Australia, right? That's where I have clients right now. Coach Doobie International, exactly. Thoughts on Scooby skateboard squats? Man, that's the OG YouTube stuff right there. Those skateboard squats. Mr. Worldwide. Also, for the record, I carved up last week and I salted up. I didn't gain any weight. So that tells me I was having a lot of inflammation on the low carbs lately. I've been pounding down the brown rice, and I started adding soy sauce to my brown rice this weekend. I still didn't gain any weight. All right. Got a meeting now, Coach, so I'm going to go. Catch you later, sir. Appreciate it. So I've got to watch certain things with the sodium in my Meniere's, but it's actually been okay so far. Yeah. Well, have a good one, Peppermint. And get those likes up for Daddy, by the way, guys. Get those likes up. Well deserved. You've been putting in the work. Yeah. Appreciate it. Love you all. So where are we at? It's almost 7:30. Have you considered dumbbell flies? I've done them in the past some. I don't get as much out of them. I just feel like for me, because I always need more tricep, and I've done some flies here and there, even incline flies, I would rather just do a press at that point with a dumbbell most of the time, just for the extra triceps. And I'm not saying they're not a good exercise by any means. Right. It depends on where you're weakest at. But no, I think for someone whose chest is a weak link, a dumbbell fly can be a perfectly reasonable bench press accessory. You know, but I feel like with the stuff I'm messing with at the moment, now that I'm back to close gripping where I can feel stuff, I feel like my triceps and then my upper chest really need more work. Because the upper chest has been hurting through here when I mess with any of it. So I'm like, I got to bring all the incline back in. And I got to rotate those dips out. I think push press should help a lot. I don't know that it really does, Eric, because of the positional differences, you know. And I understand fully what you mean and why. I don't know that the push press carries over to the bench that well. Opinions on ring push-ups, you can get an insane chest stretch and retraction to the top. The problem is, I just don't like rings. Like the risk, too much instability to the point where instability is not always good. I feel like you have to focus a lot on the stability instead of the actual muscles at that point. And there's a fine line with that. You know, and I'm not big on, we need to try to isolate stuff on machines all the time, but I think for finishing, it's not a bad thing. But we come over to a push-up is going to be kind of a finisher because you're not going to be moving big amounts of weight. I just don't want to have to stabilize and stuff like that. Right? I don't want to have to stabilize. Okay, cool. Back to old school jacket up. Now let me hear your hips swing. What? I'm going to guess those are song lyrics. Will you ever do a collaboration video with some other influencers? I don't know. Maybe at some point. I might not. Get those likes up for Daddy though. Now we only have 7 likes, and this is a little slow. I may not run this much longer. I got to get to training. We got to get our training on, guys. All right, start checking on my stuff. So yeah, I still haven't decided if I want to do a pen bench or a max bench against bands today. I don't feel I'm far enough into conjugate to really justify the bands though, just yet. That's a lot to deal with. I got to build some of my close grip muscles up a little better. I might even need a wave of speed bench with bands before I start maxing with bands. But there I am. Here's a problem. Anyone who runs conjugate and is a conjugate coach like I am, did you just hear that? Did you just hear that bitch in my voice coming out? Sometimes you got to take your inner bitch and go, did you really just say that? Get them there and lift the damn weight, right? You got to watch that. Like that system does not work if you have that inside you. No, I don't know, guys. I don't know if I should do it with the bands yet. I got to get used to the kind of, like, really? Did Coach Blaha really just say that? Y'all gonna put up with that for me? Like, are my fans gonna put up with that for me? Like, is that acceptable? Like, if one of my clients told me that, who was running conjugate, whoo, I don't think so. Balboa's giving us that Mount Bicephalus, right? What's going on, dude? Balboa wants a bicep shot. I mean, man, I'm not carved up this morning. I'm all fasted. There ain't no Mount Bicephalus. I'm gonna have a tiny little peak. All right. Oh, Mount Bicephalus. No veins yet. No veins popping out yet. Can't have all that. Oh, the volume was trying to turn down. So I almost feel like after the way I just kind of acted like a little bitch about the bands, I need to probably just do some bands then, purely because that just popped in my head. You can't have that. Thoughts on closed grip, Eric? When I'm doing true closed grip like I'm doing now, I am 16 inches. Edge of the finger on the smooth. But you've seen me do 365 that way before, right? With a pause flat back. That's going to be the goal again. And I'm going to take it up from there. So I need to get the closed grip back up. I mean, I've hit 320 the other day doing it now that I'm closed gripping again. So it's going to take me a minute to get the closed grip back up. But I'd like to get it 335 here soon. As soon as some of the weak links come up, I get used to it again, and then we'll take it up from there. But I mean, we hit what we hit. I'm not going to do a standard one again, though, just straight up normal closed grip test until I think I can hit 335, though. That's the whole point. Then you just come in and ramp and see where you are. Yep. That is how it works. We're looking forward. Really, man, I feel like they're all flat today. This is like Coach. Coach has no veins yet. I'm not pumped. I had no carbs yet. We're fasted. But I'm sitting at 220 right now, 220 pounds on the dot this morning. Yeah. No, my shoulder mobility is still not returning. That's why I've had to go back to closed grip benching. I literally can't do a double bicep. I physically cannot get into the position, which is bad. Are you more tan from being out? Yeah, it's from the walks. It's a walks. I get quite a lot of arm flare over closed grip. So it happens, Eric. So what, man? It's going to happen. Yeah, it's okay, endless. I mean, no. I mean, it's a valid request. It's a valid request, but I'm working on all that. That's the reason I went back to closed grip benching. I told you guys for a decade, closed grip bench is better for shoulders. I'm like, no, I'm going to go wide grip for a couple of years. And now I've lost my mobility due to the AC joint inflammation. So I've got to get that back down and keep working that mobility so that I can do a double bicep and I can do a correct overhead press again. So once we get to where I can overhead press correctly again, I want to get back to a 225 straight press. Would be nice. It has been no, not really. It's been super slow. It's been a lot slower than I'd like. It's been this economy though. But I think now that I'm doing client vlogs again, right? We're doing client vlogs, right? And I'm doing conjugate again. I'm thinking it's going to start slowly to freaking back up. Whenever I was doing conjugate last time, I had record numbers of clients. I got to where I was having to turn people away. I actually had to start putting people on standby because I'm like, I reached the limit of what I could comfortably coach. And even my videos cut back to less videos, just trying to handle it. Because at the end of the day, coaching makes more than the tubes does. Oh. And it says, yeah, wide group benching if you're at my overhead press. In fact, I bench and overhead press in separate days now. Yeah. Yep. It do be facts. It do be facts. Do I need to trim my beard down again? Already that time, it's already getting scraggly. I got to tidy it up today. We're going to have to do that. I apologize for that other stream getting shut down. I had a call right in the middle, but I did warn you guys last night. I'm like, I'm going to do a quick stream, but I may have a call I have to take. And I wasn't sure. And then it came like 20 minutes in. All my stuff just starts ringing. Okay. Monday blues. It's not the Monday blues. How about doing close grips with the Swiss bar? I don't like that as much, Eric. I have 3 different Swiss bars. If I'm going to be perfectly honest, I don't feel comfortable benching heavy with them. Like I feel like racking and unracking, they're going to fall and hit me in the face. No, it wasn't. It wasn't a client. It was not a client emergency. It was a personal call. But yeah, I mean, I do get client emergencies. That's normal. Clients have things that come up. So that's a lot of times you guys see me stop and answer clients in the middle of these streams. It does happen. They have things going on. All right, guys, we're past 30 minutes. Not much going on in here. It's time to go get my bench press on. So I love you guys and gals, and I will talk to you next time.